Hello, and this is Amy with My Mommy Scrapping, and welcome to Crafty Christmas in July, an excellent YouTube hop with wonderfully talented ladies who are going to be creating Christmas crafts and layouts for the month of July. I want to thank Heather from Heather's Crafty Life for inviting me to participate. I will be using the videos on this hop to create 12 by 12 layouts, which is something I am typically quite bad at. I don't tend to enjoy making Christmas layouts. I don't know why, it's just one of my weird little quirks. So I showed you the sketch I would be using, and I am using Photo Play Here Comes Santa. For the most part, I've got bits and pieces from other collections. But I really love this diagonal plaid and the candy cane. Those are like two quintessential Christmas motifs that I enjoy. Diagonal plaid and candy canes. I try to put that on all of my layouts. So I'm trying to figure out what pattern to use at the top. I kind of went back and forth a lot ahead of time, and I was planning on doing the that diagonal stripe, but it just wasn't long enough, and it actually ends up not being used at all on this layout, which, you know, it means to just have it for another layout. You'll probably see it later on this month. So I have the polka dot one, and it's got 2 shades of red, 2 shades of green, polka dots on a white background, and I just trimmed it down and left a little bit of a border for the top. The reverse side is that lovely ornament one, and I wish I could have used that too. I went ahead and trimmed my photo down a little bit so I could fit it on the 6x6 paper pad. I think I just trimmed 1/4 inch off of each side. I'm using the Black Soot Distress ink, of course, which tends to be my go-to, and I'm going to mat that. Now the sketch only has 1 mat on the photo. I need more than 1 mat. I can't handle just one. I decided not to go with the green swirl because the holly pattern has a lot of green in it, and then also with the plaid being green, I wanted something to definitely stand out. So the red snowflakes actually work quite well. Now it seems odd that the what I'm scrapbooking are ice cream scoops, and I can tend to agree with that. They are significant though because they are ones that my father made for my sisters and I. He went and he enjoys woodworking, and so he made those ice cream scoops with the wood handles that are specific to they're significant to my sisters. The one on the left is a cherry, which is my dad's favorite type of wood. The middle one is walnut, which was for my well, the cherry one is for my sister Jen. The walnut one comes from a retreat center in Virginia called Shrinemont, which my dad and sister have been to. And the last one is spalted dogwood, and it's from a house site when my dad was actually building a house when I was a little girl. And I think I'm the only one of my sisters that remembers him building the house. I mostly remember the gigantic pile of dirt in the back of the house that I got to play on. That was the most fun. I put down some of the gingham trim. That is some ribbon from, I think it's Close to My Heart. And now I'm just trying to figure out what to use for that giant star that's in the bottom corner of the photo. Because I didn't want to do a literal star. And I decided I'm actually going to put a tag on this. It's Christmas. I can handle tags at Christmas. And I am going to put some of that matching gingham ribbon through the hole, and yeah, let's just say it didn't work well. It didn't work too well. I pulled it through and it ripped. So I went ahead, all right, plan B. I went and trimmed the tag down so it's just a rectangle. The other thing my dad included as a gift for us were matching vegetable peelers. So we all have vegetable peelers with the same wooden handles, which I just used the other day to peel some cucumber, and it was awesome. It has the ceramic blades. It's like, oh, fabulous. So I'm going to take the Merry Christmas and pop it up to give it a little bit of dimension. I'm actually remembering to use my tool to take the sticky off the back. and then it's going to go up on the foam. I've been using my red handled Tim Holtz scissors a lot more recently, and which is weird because I bought them and then immediately did not like them. I don't like when I cut paper how it shows the serrated edge. That just kind of bugs me, so I don't use them for that. But for cutting other things like ribbon and foam tape, oh my gosh, they're fabulous. Kind of tuck that in under there. And then I'm going to go back to that sheet. I find the 3 snowflake circles. And I put them down, and of course, in a little bit, I'm going to take them right back up again. I don't like that the red circle is so close to the red Santa belt. That just ends up kind of bugging me. Now, I showed these at the very beginning of the video, but I was busy doing the introduction. So, these are just die cut, or not, well, I guess they're not die cut, but I cut them with my Spellbinders Prism out of Silver Glitter Craft Foam. And I was going to use these little white letter stickers, but they just do not show up at all. A lot of times they won't show up as well on video, but they do in person, and so I don't mind that. So now I'm standing up and going through my small letter tile basket trying to find something that will work. And I found these from, I believe it's from Crepe Paper. And I hadn't even opened them. I think I got these with one of my very first Citrus Twist kits, like way back. And I started with Citrus Twist with their second kit, like ever. Well, their second pocket scrapbooking kit ever. So I've had these for a while. Or they might have come, oh, there was another one and they stopped making kits. But I remember I got letterpress stickers. Or not stickers, letterpress cards with it. I don't remember who they were. So it might have been with them. I don't know. I just know I've had them for forever. So I also had cut a long time ago that silver glitter snowflake. And I figured if I've got the other snowflakes, I'll add that. I'm looking up the date because I'm going to go ahead and stamp the date before I end up adding too much down there. It tends to be a bad habit of mine. Add tons of embellishments and then I can't get my date stamp to go flat. And now I need some more layers. I want something for the journaling. And while I don't have gray in this layout per se, I do have the black, so I figure I'll go ahead and just ink the edges and it will all be fine. So here's where I start my let's peel up all the snowflakes. Attempting to tuck it in underneath, which is hard to do when it's a sticker. So I have to peel it up. And then I'm like, wait, I can't put the red on the red. Like, let's try putting the foam on the back. Maybe raising it up will help. I'm like, no, it doesn't help. Not at all. So I switch it. I switch the black and the red. So the red is now popped up and kind of goes over the T for sweet for the title of Sweet Gifts. And then I decide I want to pop up the black one as well. You saw that I inked that one, and the reason I inked it is because when I pulled off, it was under the corner of the T for sweet, and it kind of pulled up a little bit of the black edging. So I'm glad it happened to the black one. It made it really easy to cover up. And I've had these little holly berries for forever and a day, and I think they're from Heidi Swap. They're from a Christmas album kit. And I just cannot find something to kind of tuck in to the little bits and little corners and stuff. So I go to my stamps and I find two from an older Chamel set. I've got the Holly Berry one, and I have the one that says Joy. I think it says Joy like 5 times. So I'm finding now the just the stamp pads to put it, or blocks to put it on, and I end up using the Lawn Fawn Lobster, for the red, and then Noble Fur for the green. And I'm very careful trying to do the two-tone or the two-color stamping over and over again with this Holly Berry set. And I actually managed to do it pretty well. I messed up a couple times, but unless you're like looking super closely, then you don't notice. And the fact that I'm pretty sure anybody looking at this album is not going to be like, oh look, she got a little green on that Holly Berry. I think I'm going to be okay. And then the Joy, and I do the second and third generation stamps kind of just to have it carry up. I don't do it too much, just in those two spots. So it's kind of like trailing up the left side from the right side from the snowflake. Go ahead and add in that holly. And then the last thing, I'm going to add in one more holly stamp, or maybe two more. Yeah, I put in the two more around the journaling block. And then I'm going to use the Holly Stickles, which I don't use stickles as much anymore now that I love my Nuvo drops. But this has the red, the green, and the gold glitter. So I'm just going to add in the stickles in the same places I would normally add in the Nuvo drops, and just kind of tuck it into those little corners here and there throughout the layout. Now, I'm sure a lot of you out there are just like me and have a whole bunch of photos that you have not done anything with from Christmas. So pull them out, pull out some Christmas supplies, and play along with us with Crafty Christmas in July. Please make sure that you visit all of the ladies in this hop. They've got some wonderful videos. And if you comment and subscribe to all of the ladies in this hop, then you will be entered into a Christmas goodies giveaway on Heather's Crafty Life channel. So the list of the ladies are down below. Here I am just double checking, make sure I have everything in. The still shots are coming up, and I hope everybody has a lovely day.